Good evening and thanks for joining us. We know families across this country are enduring so much uncertainty because of COVID-19, and now several families in Nova Scotia have an added agonizing burden. The search for missing crew members on board a scallop fishing boat that went down in the Bay of Fundy has now been suspended. 6 men were on board. The body of one of them has been recovered. Anyone who fishes for a living knows it is a risky business, but hearing bad news like this never gets any easier. Ross Lord is in Digby, Nova Scotia tonight. Ross?
Well, Donna, despite a second day of searching these waters, the search has now been suspended with no indication anyone survived. The company that owns the Chief William Saulis says there appears to have been an unknown event that caused the vessel to capsize. And the company notes that no distress call is known to have been made. The RCMP is now taking over, hoping to recover the bodies of the 5 other crew members. Ground search and rescue teams inspect the shoreline near the site of tragedy. Volunteers braving the same bitter cold and vicious winds as the scallop fishers whose boat went down early Tuesday morning. They're factoring in the Bay of Fundy's fast-rushing tides as they look for evidence.
To continue looking for articles of, could be vessel pieces, any rescue equipment, anything that would indicate the vessel's name.
On Tuesday, searchers found 2 empty life rafts, the body of one scallop harvester, and some clothing. The other 5 fishers from the Chief William Saulis are still missing. Military aircraft are helping with the search, a grim ritual when tragedies happen in fishing communities. A terrible trade-off for a Nova Scotia seafood industry worth billions of dollars a year. Along with lobster, the world-famous Digby scallops are a big part of that industry.
A harsh reminder of the dangers that our guys go through, every day when they go out fishing.
If they don't go out, they don't get paid, as 30-year scallop fisher Kim Emino knows all too well. Emino knows some of the crew members of the missing boat and its captain, Charles Roberts. He says they typically fish for up to a week at a time, returning to Digby when they've caught enough to make their living.
Hard-working men, just wanting to make a living and get back home.
The Chief William Saulis was reportedly carrying a full load of scallops. When Emino heard the boat's emergency beacon had gone off, he went out alone to look for survivors, ignoring the treacherous conditions.
You don't think about that when you're thinking about your buddies out there floating, waiting for somebody to come get them, right? I would expect somebody to come look for me, right?
What are you thinking about now?
What I was thinking about just now was about the families that have to think about where their loved ones are and how they're going to get by without them.
The timing of this is especially cruel in a year already filled with horrific tragedy in Nova Scotia and after one of the crew's final catches before Christmas. Donna?
All right, Ross Lord, thanks.